You a vlogger, facing over. You a queen when I less than I'm goes. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Fear for collaborating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, most definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you, and yes, I do greet you in the name of quality. The quality is absolutely amazing. Like, even though I have to say so myself, I've been struggling this whole week to actually try and obviously achieve this. So basically, guys, I just want to go ahead and update you guys. Mupandi Studios is going to be opening to the public very, very soon. And so I've been in the process of building backgrounds. I don't even want to lie. It's a bit more expensive than I expected, and so we'll use what we have. So this is one of the plain backgrounds that is there, and of course we're gonna play around with plants and different stuff just so that we can, you know, kind of make it unique for you, right? So yeah, that's the reason why there were no videos this week. Honestly, I've been up and down working and just grinding my darling. I cannot wait for everything to just settle down, and I'm literally just back full time. You guys know how much I love talking. I love talking more than out there, buying stuff, spending money, and just stressing about who is doing what and not doing what. But anyway, ninjas, please do not forget that on the 30th of March, we are going to be having our masterclass, which is only 390 rands. The cheapest any masterclass of mine is going to go. Now, honestly, at this point, people have been paying. I've not been keeping track. As I said, I've been quite busy. So I don't know how many people are left for the spaces of those that are obviously going to come. I'm going to be taking payments up until the 30th, right? The 30th in the morning at 8 a.m. That's when I'm going to close everything. I'm trying to give everyone time, and even those that get paid month end, so that you guys can still have the opportunity to join us for this masterclass. If you're someone that ever thinks of starting a YouTube channel, I would honestly advise that you actually listen to this particular one because it's so affordable, right? So anyway, my ninjas, let's go ahead and get into this chende. When I tell you guys that I got so many tags, so many tags on this post that was actually made by Metro FM Ask a Man, I retweeted them and I was like, guys, can you please get me on your show so that I can just explain more, especially when it comes to this particular issue. I do want to raise you know, awareness. And basically it was crickets. I guess maybe they didn't, I don't know how they would not have seen, because so many people are actually tagging me under their post and even retweeted and tagged them still under the retweet that I actually made. But maybe I'm just not one for their platform, or maybe they just chose not to dwell on this particular topic. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and create this video because I also do have a platform of my own and still give the advice that I would have basically given if I had gone there, right? So that's basically what I'm going to actually do here today on this channel. Now remember, guys, I do have another channel which is called Boldly Owamie. That's why I have got podcasts. Please do go and subscribe. And guys, I also have a Facebook page which is called Owamie Entertainment. Please go there, guys. Please go there and follow. I'm gonna put the link of that in the description box. I am actually going to do a giveaway on Facebook, like literally I'm gonna do a giveaway on Facebook, so please just go and follow me over there, right? So basically, guys, this is what it says. Ask a Man summary. So they're saying, Anonymous met a man online 2 weeks ago and things were going well, and she met up with him at his place last week Saturday. While on this meet, they went into his prayer room where they prayed, and then he showed her a hat in the same room which he uses to praise and communicate with his ancestors. Anonymous says he invited her back this past weekend and they prayed in the room, but this time around, the ancestors responded and she could hear the ancestors' voice saying he accepts her into the family. Anonymous says something is not adding up and she feels like this guy is too good to be true. And then obviously they said continue with the chat, blah, blah, blah. But we are going to continue the chat over here on Owamie Entertainment. So guys, I literally am just so big in raising awareness when it comes to this particular way of scamming women. For the first time that I actually heard about this was when I was actually having an episode with Jabu of To Hell and Back. And when she told me everything for the first time, I think that if you go to that episode, it has over 400,000 views. Literally, you can see the shock on my face. I could not believe it, guys. I really could not. I think that the thing that really just shocked me so much was the fact that, like, literally, these people are gonna go out there and use like the spiritual world. They don't care about nothing. They don't care about nothing. All that they actually want is money, literally. So if you are the anonymous that actually wrote to Metro FM, or you are someone that is out there and this is currently happening to you right now, my dear, Jew is being scammed, Shibabam, okay? And I can boldly sit here and tell you guys that it's Ugandans that actually use this type of scamming. So most of them, they will lie to you. Some will say they're from Rwanda, some will say they're from Tanzania, some will say that they're from they're South Sudanese. They will say any other place but their own Uganda, okay? So it's mostly Ugandans. I've never met anyone that, or heard of anyone that is not Ugandan that actually uses this way of scamming. So how do they do this? They take you into a room. Most of the time, the room is actually going to have, it's going to have a lot of cloth. So they have two ways. They have three ways. One, they dig a hole under, like a hole in the house. They will dig a hole, and then the ancestor, who is a person, by the way, is going to sit down, and then he's going to sit there, and he's the one that is going to talk to you. Whichever direction the voice is coming from, that's where the person is sitting. So it's either the first one they can dig, and the person is actually underground. They dig a hole that is like, you know, a deep enough for someone to can just sit, and then they have something that actually covers there, and then obviously the room looks clean, just like how you will come in here and be like, oh, there's nothing here, but there's a voice that is coming, so that obviously it will make this whole scandal believable, right? That's the first one. The second one, what they actually do is, I know you guys can't actually see this, but what you're seeing as the background is actually sort of like a wall that I built. So I built this. On the other side, it's white. On the other side, is this color, because we're still going to do painting and stuff. So they're able to also do this, you guys, and then they leave in a space enough for someone to can be able to stand there, and then they paint it the same color as the room. So when now you're not going to see anything of the fact that actually that is actually a fake wall that looks exactly like the house. And so obviously, because you don't know the measurements of the house, you're not going to know. And so they talk behind that. They do hold something that changes or alters their voice a little bit, and so that's how the voice kind of sounds different. And I'm gonna explain to you guys how I know this for a fact. The other third way is that the house will be drenched in cloth. There'll be a lot of cloth there. They make sure that the room is very, very dark so that you really don't suspect much. It seems like the room doesn't have anything or anybody, but mostly they like to sit, the ancestor likes to sit by the corner of the cloth. That's where they sit and kind of like, you know, bend a bit, and like literally sit down, and then this person will be holding that thing and talking. So they will call you their daughter. They will tell you that you know, they accept you as their daughter-in-law, how their son has been struggling, how their son is so blessed to have you now. They will go to an extent of trying to make you believe that you're being witched, that you have got some sort of demons, or someone is holding something in your life. So they will want you to go out there, maybe get a can of coffee or something, man, that when you bring in, you know, somehow there will be some needles. Some have found snakes. They put things inside that will basically scare you and make you really believe that actually you're being witched, and this ancestor, because he's a spiritual being that sees everything, this person has now saved you. And of course, because you cannot logically explain it, you don't have any other way but to accept that this is a spiritual matter and it's an ancestor that is actually there, right? The other thing again that they actually will do is that they will show you money, because remember the scam, how it works, the thing that they actually want is shmoney, shmula, pepper, shbubu, shreds, okay? And these people do not want any trace to them. So it will always be a cash transaction. Always. Okay, so what they will do is that this is the standard procedure with everyone. They target people that are working, they target women that are in their late 40s. I'm telling you, those are the majority of women that are getting scammed in their late 40s. This guy will come to you, he will lie about his age, the same way he will lie to say he's from Rwanda, he's from wherever, whilst he's from Uganda. He will come in and lie also about his age. So he will put his age like an age that, you know, it seems like he's older than that. Obviously they look young, but then he's gonna tell you that no, you know, in my country or in my family genes we look younger and stuff like that. But he will act very, very matured. You will look at this person and be like, well, this person is matured, so it really doesn't matter. You know, that's mostly how they are actually going to do it. Like, it doesn't really matter because this person is actually matured. Can't they know this person is actually lying to you and they pretend to act matured, right? The other thing again that okay, so yes, they are going to show you money. This money is going to magically appear. There's gonna be a trunk and then it's gonna come, and when it appears, when you open it at first, it will not have any money whatsoever. Next thing, they will tell you guys to pray, and remember the room is always dark, and then after that, when you open your eyes, the trunk is now filled with money. That stupid ancestor that you're talking to is creeps from wherever it is that they are, and then they put that money whilst you guys are busy praying and the room is dark. By the time you open your eyes, now there's money in there. How can you explain that? You can't explain that. That is magic, right? It is something that is supernatural. Now, the biggest thing that they're going to tell you is that you do not tell anyone. If you tell anyone, you're going to lose this money. Why? Because they don't want anyone to wake you up. The other biggest part that actually plays such a huge common factor when it comes to this is the love bombing that the guy is going to give you. This man, this boy, this scammer is going to act like he is the greatest thing that has ever happened to you. He's going to act like, you know, I can't believe I met you. I can't believe, you know, I finally found the woman of my dreams. I want to marry you. I want to do this. I want to do that. He is lying. The only thing that he wants from you is your money, and he wants to scam you. So the first procedure is to actually have you go and take a loan. They know that a lot of women actually, you know, most of women in South Africa, obviously, because they target the late 40s. You've been working. I'm sure if you've got a house, your house has been paid off. If you've got a car, your car has been paid off. So your balance to loan is actually a lot of money. So what they basically do is that they will tell you to go to the bank and loan as much as they can give you. So you go in there and then, you know, you're like, okay, you go in there and then you are like, okay, how much maybe can they give you? And they're like, no, we can give you 600,000 rands, you know. Then yeah, you are gonna go there and take the 600,000 rands and give it to them. So in that trunk, what they do is that they will either have papers underneath and even a blanket so that it is propped, and then they have money on top. So when you touch the money, they will tell you take 200, you know, and go buy with it. Of course, it's real money, the one that is on top, but underneath, trust and believe, it's a whole scam. That guy is not gonna let you to actually take the money from there because he knows there's blankets and papers that are stuffed in that. That thing is not filled with money. The money is only on top. Underneath is their scammerish behavior, okay? And then what basically now happens, they will tell you that maybe this is 10 million or 15 million rands. Now, you can't just take this money and take it into the bank. It's gonna look suspicious. You can't stay home with such cash. So you need to go to the bank, take your loans, max out, and then after that, we're gonna come mix this money spiritually so that whenever this money goes back to the bank, it's gonna go, and when it goes in, no one is gonna have any questions. So if you're depositing this much, you'll say, with the 600,000, started a business and the business is going well. They will encourage you that you guys need to start a business so that this money will look like, you know, they'll give you prayer. Meanwhile, your boyfriend and this stupid ancestor, literally same gang, scammers, both of them, they're playing you here, okay? You are the one getting played. Now, after they do that with the loan is the first standard procedure, because remember, these are gigolos, guys. These are gigolos. These are male prostitutes as well. There's male prostitution in this. This man feels entitled that if he sleeps with you, he should get paid. If he spends his time on you, he should get paid for that. If he actually is calling you those good morning baby, those sweet, stupid nonsense messages, He wants to get paid for those. So he knows that, okay, the first easiest thing, you go to the bank. If I go to the bank right now, I can go and apply for a loan today, get a loan today. So they need the quick money. The cash is in. Now the next thing, they're going to gun for your pension fund. That is the biggest thing that they basically want. This guy will strategically find a way to find out if the house you stay in is rented or owned. Is it paid off? Is it not? You know, the car. He will ask such information. He can even tell you, baby, nah, this car is just too small. You know me and get guys, I drive an X-Trail. They'll be like, this X-Trail, I know it's a nice car, but not for my queen. Not for my sugar. You know them most. You know, I want you to be driving a Range Rover, baby. I want to buy you a Range Rover. So let's go and sell this X-Trail. Charm, they will sell the X-Trail, take the money, gone. Sell your house, gone. Take your whole entire pension fund, gone. They are emotionless creatures. They do not know such a thing as love, especially personally for me. I don't even want to like, especially for us, because somewhere somehow these people do have women that they scam for. Okay, that's all I just have to say. So for me, it's such a disgusting behavior. I don't even want to lie. It's such a disgusting behavior. I'm so shocked of the fact that this way of scamming has gone under the radar for so long. It's only now that most people are actually getting to know about it, especially because of To Hell and Back, and that exposed all this. I still have women almost on a daily that are coming to me. Others have been scammed. Others have taken loans. Others, they're still waiting for the pension fund. Others have already resigned. It is a whole entire mess. I don't even want to lie to you. So please, guys, all our ancestors are dead. If your ancestors want to talk to you, they should come to you directly, not via the corners. Sase Uganda. Shibobo. Okay, so please do not get scammed. If anything, share these videos. Go to Hell and Back. Share all the scammed videos. We need this information out there as much as possible. Unfortunately, we have women that are taking their lives after they've been scammed. Every single thing that they have. When I tell you guys that the greediness that these guys have is the greed the Bible speaks of. They want to leave you without even 5 rands. They want to live without even 5 rands. And I think that's part of why I dislike them so much. And I mean, not Ugandans, but the Ugandans that you scam. I dislike them so much because they are so greedy. Like, okay, they will take that loan money. They won't even be like, okay, at least we've gotten 500,000. They will still want your pension fund. Even after your pension fund, if they find out that the house is under your name, they still want you to sell your house. If they find out the car is still under your name, they will want you to also sell the car if everything is paid off for, so that they can take every single penny, every single fading from you and then disappear. It really honestly is such a sad situation. I have so many women that are in my DMs telling me their stories. And I want to tell you guys something. It is war against us South African women. I don't even want to lie. They are targeting government workers. They are targeting women in their late 40s. They are targeting, you know, obviously people that they know that these people will have the bank balance to can actually go and get the loans, that this person will have enough retirement money so that they can get that pension fund. It is actually war against us as South African women. And let me tell you why. I have over, I'm sure, 80 women that have come to me. Some are not comfortable even talking. Some are still just so much in disbelief. Some is their children that are actually coming to me. Mostly their daughters, like, Owamie, please, how can I help my mom? She is so depressed. This person is suicidal. I don't want to lose my mom. We are so struggling right now. We don't have anything. Most of the women, I think that they are also just embarrassed of the fact that people around them want them to say, listen, I don't see this person of yours. And then this man, they will round everything in terms of saying that, no, baby, remember father, that's what they call this nonsense, stupid ancestor, said that you should not tell anyone about this, you know, and then after that, they will obviously then say, no, you know, South Africans are xenophobic, I'm just being hated because I'm a foreigner, baby, you know, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, this person is actually literally scamming you. I remember there's a lady that actually came to my podcast, and at that time when she was with her scammer, she literally even cut off the relationship that she had with her sister, because they try everything that they can to circle you and actually push everyone away from you so that they can be able to scam you better. And then they never think of the repercussions of what happens after they've now scammed you, because the same lady that I'm talking about, she had to now run to the same sister that was busy warning her, after she now realized this man took over 600,000 rands of hers, of a retirement funds. She took loans and everything and ran. So basically that's what they actually do. And so a lot of women are basically just embarrassed, which I really honestly wish that as a woman, if you're out there, you would not be embarrassed. If you've been love scammed, please, I'm gonna have my numbers over here, business numbers. Please send a WhatsApp, come to the show, and please tell your story. It does not matter if you were scammed the same way of the ancestors. Still come, because the more numbers are there, we're gonna be having a petition, which again, as I'm saying, as South African women, guys, if we don't stand together, trust and believe, these people, these young boys, they're chowing our mothers' monies. They're chowing our older sisters' monies. It doesn't matter. Nagili Owamie, as I'm like this, and I'm like, well, I know the information, so I won't get scammed. What happens when your older sister gets scammed and she has 2 kids? You can't eat when your nephews and your nieces are not eating. So this affects all of us. It's something that I feel that is actually interconnected. You understand? They have many different ways. They've now started also a new style where the ancestral route is like, now they start to lie to you and say that you're speaking to angels. And I do also have to say that, guys, someone actually sent me an audio. She was brave enough to record a session with this stupid nonsense of ancestors, and then the voice on its own, I don't even want to lie, guys, I'm fearful, but I would have feared that, honey, okay? And so I really honestly am just still sitting to see how I can actually put out that ancestor voice audio without actually putting her out. So there's gonna be a lot of editing that actually goes in there, but that will actually come on Boldly Owamie. So go and subscribe, because I'm sure that video might actually come somewhere within this week, so that you can just hear the type of voice that basically comes. And the way the voice is like how every single woman actually described. I don't know if they also go and train these ancestors to say this is how you should actually speak, because it really honestly is just so scary that I've about or over 80 women that have been scammed by different men, and the only time that I got a match was with one woman or 2 women that got scammed by one man. That's the only time. The rest is someone new. So there is no way, guys. It means these guys are actually sitting and teaching each other somewhere. This is how you do. And mind you, guys, remember, they do not work alone. They do not work alone. They work as a group. So they can be an uncle, they can be an auntie. There is the stupid ancestor that is always hidden, and then there's this stupid nonsense boyfriend of yours, you understand? And so for me, when I look at it, I'm like, there's no way. It definitely has to be a syndicate. It definitely has to be somewhere where they sit and they teach them. Meanwhile, we as South African women are too proud, and not proud, but too ashamed. We are too judgmental towards each other. Meanwhile, these guys are united in scamming us. We are divided in laughing at each other. Oh, you got scammed. Oh, you got scammed. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're this and that. Tomorrow it will be your mother. Tomorrow it will be your aunt. The only thing that can stop this nonsense, guys, is information. Knowledge is power. That is it. It's knowledge. The moment you have knowledge, you are empowered for life. No one is going to come and scam you in this way. At least let them now go out there and change their way of scamming, and we expose that as well. The unfortunate part, again, is that in South Africa, they do not take that as illegal. From what I have seen, most women, when they go to the police station, it's still the same female police officers that even laugh at these poor women that have been victimized and they have been scammed. Imagine working for 25 years, for 30 years, guys, and all your pension fund has been stolen. You go to the police and they laugh at you. And let me tell you something, these guys know this information. They know that this is what's happening in this country. That is why they are so bold in the way of doing their own things. I saw this other guy, he's a scammer. He's got an Instagram account that is thriving. He's a scammer. Another one has a TikTok account, thriving. He's a scammer. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, Kuri, criminology is just so free in this country because our law is also failing us. So it's only us guys that can save ourselves, honestly, at this point. Information is power. Sharing information is power. This woman, if she watches this video, she will run. You know, they won't be able to scam her. So please be very careful. And I know that there are women that have come to my DMs and they are crying, saying, I'm stupid. How could I have not seen it? One advice that I can tell you is that, first of all, you're not stupid. You are not stupid. If you're watching me right now, please stop thinking you're stupid. You're not stupid. You were not desperate for love. Someone came, because they always approach. Someone came, and at times, guys, it's so unfortunate, they target you. So they already know you are a teacher. They already know you are a nurse. They already know that you are a clerk. Where. And when you meet this guy at a mall and you're like, wow, like he didn't know. No, they've been tracking you maybe even for over a week. Because as I said, they do not work alone. They work with people that will actually tell them to say, okay, you know, she has R1 million in pension fund. She has this, she has that. And so they actually do target you. And as I'm saying, they target women mostly in their late 40s. Not that they don't target, you know, us, even though we're younger, but they do target women that they know that their pension fund is actually up there. They are heartless human beings. So if you're out there and you think you were stupid or you're desperate for love, you were not. You are a victim that literally could not stand a chance. This is a scam that has been set and thought through to the T, and it is multiple people that are working against you. You cannot win. Unless you have got information, majority, you cannot win. And I do hope that as a country, and especially as women, and I would like to also say that as men in South Africa, it is so disappointing to see the joy and happiness that they actually show whenever a South African is scammed or something misfortune happens to her in the hands of a foreigner. And for me, I find that to be such a weakling move. Literally, I find it to be such a weakling move. Like, oh yeah, well, we're not here. You were there. They saw you, and they felt you were not it. So I don't see the reason for someone to be out there saying, I'm going to celebrate, because at the end of the day, we've also seen a lot of South African women that die in the hands of South African men. So it's not like they're like, okay, with a South African men, you are 100,000% safe. No, you don't know. You can meet a South African, he's a scammer. I know a woman, 4, that got scammed by a South African guy that is Zulu. Same way. He used the business Chende, because obviously he does not have the capacity to do this Ugandan scam, because this one you can't do it by yourself. You need to have a group of people. And whilst we're on this one, I also would like to say that, guys, it's not only just Ugandan that are scamming this country. South Africans are scamming, Nigerians are scamming, Congolese are scamming, Chibubu. They are scamming people every single day. They use different styles. As today we were talking about this particular one. This is the Ugandan style of this fake ancestors. The Congolese, they use fake business. They will even show you papers. They have even mastered the art of faking bank receipts. Like, they can send you now an email that shows that, oh, you know, I've got 75,000 rand or 100,000 rands that is stuck. It's about to come. So please, can you help me? Send me 40K, baby. I'm going to send you the 70,000. Or they can even lie and say, I've got 1 million that is coming. You literally see everything looks proper, but there's no money that is coming. The aim is just to get your money. Some, with them, Congolese is stuck, right? So it's either their money is stuck somewhere or their minerals are stuck somewhere. Something is stuck somewhere. Even Tanzanians, they also have their own style. Even Nigerians, they also have their own styles. With Nigerians, some that I can talk about is the style wherein they will use your particulars and ask you to even open a bank. Money transactions will be coming in. They will chat with you. But when the police come, you are the only one that gets arrested. Be very, very smart. If someone comes in there like, can I please have your documents? I just want to, like, you know, open an apartment, or I want to open something with, do not give them. They are very good when it comes to, like, fraud. In terms of, like, you know, they can fake your pay slips and stuff. They can literally get you into real trouble. There's a lot of women that are sitting in jails because of Nigerian men that they trusted, because of Ugandans, South Africans. Same, everybody. So all I'm just simply saying is that this is not war against a particular country. It's not war against this and that. It's war against all men that are scammers. So you need to have the information, and for you to get the information is privilege, which means you need to share the information so that other people are going to have. I am going to be coming up with a manual very, very soon that is going to detail all these types of scams that I know, because a lot of people send me stories. They use different ways so that you can go buy it and then you can give it to your aunt, you can give it to your mom, you can give it to all these people that are elderly mostly, so that they do not get scammed, because they don't have access to things like YouTube. Even if they're on YouTube, they don't know how to search. Mostly they are there watching a fake prophet that is also scamming them. So please, I'm asking you, okay, if you want to live a better life with your loved ones, open this channel, and especially to Helen Beck, for them, they should watch so they will be able to actually read it. There is a lot, but I feel like I've ran out of time. I didn't want this video to be over 30 minutes, but now it is. And so yeah, basically that is that. To the lady that wrote to Metro, yes, you are trying to be scammed, and I'm glad that at least you were smart enough to say something equal into offer run for your life before they start asking you to go and take a loan. And not to mention, some banks have been very shady. But anyway, I love you, ninjas. Please do go ahead and comment down below. And please make sure that you share, man. Share on Facebook, share on TikTok, share everywhere, okay? And direct people here so that they can watch all these videos about scamming, okay? But anyway, I do love you guys so much. Stay blessed. And I will see you guys in my next upload. Mwah. Bye, ninjas.